Hi, my name is Keith Battle. I'm the senior pastor and CEO of Zion Church. I guess I became a history maker when I discovered a problem and a unique way of meeting that problem. That would be my simplest answer. I thought the problem was that the church had the right message, but it didn't have methods that were effective at reaching unchurched people. So the style of church, the length of the service, the dress code, the way sermons were delivered without people being able to understand the message, the music, I thought worked for me because I was familiar with it. But for people who were outside of the church, outside of that world, some of the language didn't make sense. So I think if that made me a history maker, it was just identifying a problem and trying to find out a better way of addressing that problem. But again, I'm just working. I just had my head down. I'm just doing the work. I don't really keep track of the impact it's having on history because I'm just so engrossed in doing the work. If you want to know when I knew it was working, I remember one time I called my pastor and he asked me how many people were coming to the church. And I told him, I think we had 800 people come this Sunday. And he paused. I think he was talking to somebody. He said, hold up, and he said, what'd you say? I said, I think we had 800 people this Sunday. He said, Keith Battle, we got 800 people coming to your church? And we've been going for a few months. He says, and so in most church cultures, when you get to 600, that's considered in some cultures a mega church. When you get to 2,000, they call it that now. But he says, you got a real church. I was like, we do? I was just trying to do it, right? We was just hoping people come back the next week. So I would say that was a moment in history for me because somebody who was really a major leader in the church told me, he affirmed it. And another thing he did, he used to watch us sometimes when we would use his building, and he would go and on Easter, he would make comments about the way I was doing things. He says, you ain't supposed to do it like that. You know, because I would preach from a music stand. I would do different stuff. I wouldn't have a phone. He says, he would tell me how to do everything in the way I was trying to do it differently. And I remember when he stopped. And he not only stopped telling me to try to do it like we were used to doing it, he would tell other people, you need to watch what he's doing. Because he's reaching different people doing it that way. That was a moment in history for me. Pay attention to the problems that really bother you, because that may be a sign of calling, of what God is calling you to do to make a difference in that area. And then seek Him for a strategy, right? Because to me, history makers are people who make a difference. And a difference is needed where there's a problem that hasn't been solved. So that's what I would tell people to do.